Yeah, they sliced me. They were in the phone with me. They did nothing. It's more like, do you feel better now? Okay.
That's exactly what they did, yeah. They patted you on the back, rubbed your tummy, and told you it would all be okay. And then they
kicked you in the balls as they walked away.
It was all in your head.
Come on in and pull yourself up a chair.
I muted my phone, just in case anyone else...
The fun begin, it's time to let down your hair.
So right, she's pretty upset with me. No.
Oh. Go ahead. Okay, go ahead. Yeah. It's July 22nd, 2012, and you're watching Mods on Air.
2 FPS, 3 RPGs, and 5 sim-type games. Yeah. I think you'd be able to come up with one here.
I'm actually pulling this one hard.
Ask all the people that need hacks to play Call of Duty. I can hear you groaning inwardly every time Sin's mentioned. You're just cringing.
Hey everybody, welcome to episode 341 of Mods on Air, bringing you the weekend gaming news as modders, developers, and gamers ourselves. I am foyleman on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Also, we have with us Welshy. How you doing today, Welshy?
Hello.
Yeah? You doing okay? I know you just pulled out of bed. Okay. We also have with us Stryder. How you doing today, Stryder?
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, we have Ham with us. Hello, Ham.
Hey, everybody.
Everybody loves Ham on Sunday morning. So, before we begin, let me remind you all that this show is recorded before a live audience, of which you may be a part. You can listen in and message about the topics as we discuss them. Someone will post a relevant URL into the chat window, in case you care to follow along. Other links that are posted could lead you to disaster. Disaster. And finally, for those of you who haven't heard the show before, there may be some explicit language or adult themes, tears, and not necessarily of joy. But anyways, so... we scoured the internet looking for topics regarding games and gaming, and this is what we've got for you. Buckle in. It's going to be an interesting ride. Yeah, so I'm just going to jump right into it because this is the week of Comic-Con, right? That's finally done and over, and everybody can go out there and look at the hundreds of thousands of people who went there and dressed up. Interestingly enough, as different people, because they don't. None of these people want to be themselves out there. And so that's what we got going on. Yeah, people went there talking about the movie, the Batman the Night, and talking about the different comics that are coming out. A couple with more Walking Dead kind of stuff, and a lot of Star Trek stuff. Crazy amounts of Star Trek stuff. But of course, none of that has anything to do with games. Yeah, but alright, so let's talk about games. Xtion, whatever the hell this thing is. Pro Depth Sensor. I don't know. Extortion. I like that one. Can somebody please explain to me how this is pronounced? Xtion.
Action.
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 Action. Like action?
It's lots of action.
The X is silent. Shun. So it's the Shun Pro. Okay. Anyway, this is supposed to be the world's first PC exclusive motion sensing camera. It's the Kinect for PC. The only one. That's for the PC only. You know, of course you can go out there and get yourself a Kinect and plug that into your PC and use that. But no. That one's not exclusive, so it's not as good. Other than that, I don't know what the hell you're going to go out and spend your money on for this. Right now, it's not for sale to the public. It's only for sale to developers. If developers want to start trying to make their games compatible with this, so that those 3 other people that actually bought one will be able to play your game as well.
The absolutely stupid thing about this, though, is most PCs are set up on a desk with a chair. The fuck are you going to jump around in your chair?
It's got full body detection, so it's going to easily detect you sitting down in your chair.
Not me very much.
Yeah. Hope it has very precise detection. It's times like this that I'm reminded that you look to certain companies for standards to emerge, and ASUS is just not one of them.
Ale, meet the head.
That's a good point. I mean, look at what was that Welshy went through with now I lost my train of thought here. That he went through with something that ASUS, the EEEPC. There it is.
Oh,
right?
yeah, good God.
That's a great example right there.
Yeah. That is currently being used as like a very heavy paperweight.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Another ASUS. You know what they do is make some good products, and
they make good graphics cards.
And
that's it.
Yeah.
Graphics cards, I like some of their motherboards, some of the really high-end ones.
Yep. I like some of their motherboards, right?
But it's just like, I'm not going to trust you as a company to really make a standard that I'm going to develop for. And that I could be a bad person because of that, or I could just be realistic. I'm not quite sure which one I'm being, but maybe both. I just don't see it happening.
I like to think that one of them is like in the R&D department. There's some crazy mental guy just like, yeah, we'll do a Kinect thing.
Yeah.
And then all the board members just look at him, just like, yeah, just humor him. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I don't know why you would go out and get this, which is probably going to be more expensive than the Microsoft Kinect. Which works with the PC, people. It works with the PC. I've done it.
They just, well, not just, but they recently released Kinect for Windows that has, I guess, it's a bit more precise, closer up.
Right. And that's what ASUS is trying to tell you, that theirs is going to be more precise than this, than Kinect's version. I don't know if it's necessary, if anyone cares.
I mean, if you think about it, there was Razer who makes PC peripherals, and they made recently that laptop. Yep. Like, they make great products, but they also made a Wii sort of, I don't want to call it a knockoff, but like a Wii alternative for PC, and Valve
Razer
sells
did.
it. Yeah, it's called the Hydra, is what it's called.
Yeah.
And how far is that taken? Like, Portal had a level for it, but that's about it. That's about all there is.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, that answers it. That's actually a great example. That answers how many people are going to be in love with this, just like Stryder was trying to point out. Everyone's sitting down in front of their PC, playing with this keyboard. Look how many keys I have.
Yeah.
Look at that. I can play Arma on this. I don't need a Kinect.
On a side note, I found Armor is actually quite difficult to play on a laptop.
Arma's difficult to play, period.
Yeah.
No, it isn't. It's difficult for you to play.
I can imagine Arma 3 supporting 2 keyboards for all the commands.
Yeah.
That's what it'll be. You'll have toe keyboards going on, because you'll still need your mouse and keyboard, so you're going to have to play shoeless.
You'll have those like things that people have in wheelchairs in their mouths that control the like tongue. You know, you have to press it with your tongue.
Well, with
voice activated.
Yeah,
exactly. With a Kinect, you can shout.
What's interesting is I saw they were with ARM 3. They're in-house. They've installed keyloggers on all their developers' PCs, and then they're getting them to play the game and see what kind of keys they're using to decide. Okay, this would be easier if it was here.
Are they learning anything?
I don't know. Probably not.
Because that's what they need. They need to come out with a new game that everybody that already plays the game wants to buy with a different set of keys. That would make it, take right off. Everyone would love that. That's a bad idea. They shouldn't make that kind of change. All right.
That's a bad idea.
No. Here's another one that actually Stryder found this one. There's going to be a Portal Lego prototype thing that's going to have they're making Lego version of Portal, or Portal version of Lego. I don't know.
Yeah.
Look at these screenshots that I'm showing up here of the different
Lego
Portal.
That's awesome.
But doesn't Lego, they'll make like a prototype and then they put it out there and enough people have to kind of vote for it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it's got
10,000.
Yeah. So it's got 10,000 people like it, so it's going to review stage to see if they're going to put it to market now.
Yeah.
So look for this on the shelves at Christmas.
Make your own test chambers.
And
there you go.
A version of World of Warcraft. You know, these are pretty neat. I just can't see, you know, hey, come on over and look at my Lego collection.
Let's play Lego Portal. But the thing is Foyle's going to buy that just to have that up on his shelf.
And now it won't look right. I don't even like having
It won't look
those,
right.
Those Halo ones up there. You know, I'm not taking it out of the box because the box looks okay, but once I take them out, then it's too much. Nope. Those are the ones we got at the last PAX, if you remember.
Yes, yes.
I didn't go out and buy Halo crap.
He stood in line for hours at the store at PAX to get into the Halo store.
That's right. That's what
He's lying to you all. I was there. I witnessed it.
You were in line next to him.
No. I was sitting there talking to the girls dressed up as anime characters while Foyle was in line for his.
So
none of that is true.
Okay, so going on with a little bit more console news here. They're talking. EA is saying that the next generation of consoles will probably start coming out next year. Which I
Good
don't know.
call.
You know,
Fuck.
Yeah, well, they're the ones that are actually getting their hands on these next gen of consoles. But I don't know if that's going to actually be true. I don't know if we're going to. You think that we're going to see the next gen console next Christmas? I figured it would be a little bit longer, but I guess it's
This
possible.
Christmas? No, it'll be next Christmas.
No, that's why I said
I
next Christmas. No, I thought it may be
I don't
longer.
really care.
No. Well, you're going to be able to get an
PS4.
Xbox.
The PS4 where you insert your credit card and that's all you do because that's all it's good for is stealing your money. The Xbox,
that
which
watches you while you
it'll
do
watch you.
everything in life.
That's what they've changed. They've changed that little. The power button is now a camera. It's an eye, and it moves around
And it'll
watching
be
you.
nitrogen cooled.
Mhm.
So it'll be
just like
louder
the
than anything on Earth.
Yes, it already is.
And the Wii, which nobody will play.
Yeah, I'm not seeing myself getting that.
The gimmick is over for the Wii.
I don't know. There is quite an audience for it, even in the United States.
Yeah,
If you
all the
you head
Orientals that have over from China.
you go to E3 and it is packed. Nintendo's booths are so packed.
They've got great
big one.
intellectual property. They've got Zelda, Mario, Metroid, and if I'm forgetting one.
Yeah, but they're expensive to build for, and it's a niche audience.
Yeah.
All right.
Apparently the future is full of gimmicks. You've got Xbox Smart Glass coming, which nobody really cares about, but they'll just shove it in your face.
Oh, yeah, on the TV, right? The smart glass,
Yeah.
right? Isn't that what it was on the TV, or it's a?
It's
it's the Surface table, wasn't it?
It's kind of like that. You can control your Xbox with a tablet or a phone, which they've.
That's right. That's right.
They've currently kind of already got that, and it sucks. It's like an Xbox companion app or something.
Right. And that's their idea of trying to fight Wii's one controller, where you can actually interact with the controller like a tablet too.
Yeah.
That's I laughed here. Xbox complying with Blu-ray equals next gen, but what it's going to be is instead of the red ring of death, you're going to get the blue ring of death. The Blu-ray of death. It's gonna spin so fast it's gonna blow apart, and that's just gonna be like dodge the flying Blu-ray disc as it shoots out of your Xbox
That's the
machine.
extremely hot
Ninja
Blu-ray disc
stars.
that like burns through your wall.
You can get an achievement if you dodge all the.
If you dodge it, successful Blu-ray disc dodge. Xbox achievement unlocked.
Yeah. Would you like to see a replay of that? We caught it on camera.
Yeah, we caught that on camera because we're watching everything you do. That's why we knew you would unlock this achievement. There's no hack on that one.
Because it'll be Microsoft. It'll be would you like to see a replay? Yeah. All right. Okay. Pay $5.99. Oh.
Yeah.
You don't have an Xbox Live account.
Speaking of paying on your phone, though, you know,
we can't call the emergency services.
I got a notification on Steam the other day that they now have an iPhone app that allows you to purchase stuff for your account on your phone, so that you don't miss any sales. Fuck, that's all I got.
That didn't end well for you.
That would not end well for me at all.
Welshy was mentioning how that was the worst idea because you would just go into bars and start buying stuff, or you pick up someone else's phone and buy it for them, and because that's why they have Steam Wallet, of course. Because then you don't even need your credit card.
On my phone.
It's already there.
Not gonna put that on my phone because I bought what?
Yeah, exactly. You'd like wake up the next morning and be like, you know, it'd be like a thing of where you roll over and see who you're next to. You roll over and see your phone there, like, oh god.
Oh no, what have I done? Barbie's Horse Adventure.
No.
Oh yeah. All right, we have Sony talking about how Gaykai and Sony deal opens a lot of doors that weren't there before. And if you remember, Gaykai is the game streaming service that Sony picked up and will start probably integrating into their TVs more heavily. And you know what? I even expect this to end up on the PS3 in some fashion.
I do as well.
PS4.
Both.
Whatever. Yeah, both. Right. I don't know what kind of doors that we're going to start seeing. That's different. That are opening. Who knows? But is this good? Is this the kind of path that we kind of want with when it comes to as PC players? Is this the kind of thing that we want to start seeing for consoles? I mean, do we want to be able to say, all right, you know what? I happen to have a console hooked up to my big TV. Why don't I just play this game that I normally play on the PC, but here it is streaming, so I can play it on the console?
No.
No.
I'll use my PC.
If I want to do that, I just take and plug my HDMI out into the 60-inch TV and sit in front of it with my wireless mouse and wireless keyboard. Like, why am I?
Yep. I mean,
because PCs are too hard to operate, and they're too expensive.
Which is not true at all.
I every day I go on the internet, I find somebody is, you know, and not looking for it. You just someone's bitching. Oh, PCs are so expensive. You know what? They're $400 for a gaming PC that'll play most games that are out right now. They're not going to play like Battlefield 3 on max settings, but 10-to-1 for $400 you're going to get a PC that's going to do it. Oh, well, what about your keyboard and mouse? They cost money. What about your monitors? Well, what about your 60-inch fucking plasma TV, you whiny douchebag? What about the $20 a month you pay for Xbox Live on top of your internet fee?
Well, you guys have gaming laptops, and that opens up the door to just bringing your laptop
into the living room.
Exactly. It's right there already. Me, I'd have a lot more to carry with a desktop, but
yeah,
well, I wish I had a desktop at the moment, but
well, the gaming laptop, I plug if I want to plug the HDMI into the TV, and game away. But I mean, my gaming laptop is not a small laptop. It's not one I'd want to pack around, that's for sure. I think it weighs 14 pounds or 15 pounds.
Mine's actually surprisingly light for a high-end gaming laptop.
Just doesn't work away from the cord.
No, that was my old, not my EPC. Okay. That was my laptop before that.
Okay.
You couldn't the second you unplugged it, it would just go off.
Okay, I got another one here. I have a total conversion mod of Crysis 2 called Earth 2050. There's a video out there. This is put together by a group.
It's not the one. No? Not the one I found for you.
The Earth? No, not the one you found for me. Thank you. Not the little flash kind of. I don't know. I didn't play it. I'll tell you that. he found another game called Earth 2050 because I couldn't figure out what this video belonged to, and then because I made some notes and they weren't very good. So yes, this is supposed to, which I'll start playing and hopefully get the audio down just in time. There we go. And this one is supposed to be showing off what an open world game could do in the CryEngine 3. And
Isn't that what Crysis was?
No, not Crysis 2.
Yeah, there was nothing really open about it. And these aren't stills. There's water moving in this. I don't know what kind of machine this is being played on. That's a simpler scene.
They borrowed NASA computers.
Yeah, because they're not using them. Oh.
Reminds me of one of those Discovery shows. What happens when people are gone?
Dr. Nick popping up. Hi, everybody. So what they do? They modeled the whole world?
I don't know. A lot of places in the world they modeled. Alright, I'm going to skip to the end here. You can watch the whole thing on your own. Thinking that something might, either that's snow or ash, who knows. And then the end. Okay. So there is no tell whether or not this is going to be some sort of game or something like that in the end. Right now, they're calling it an experimental project. I don't know.
What's the hypothesis?
Look for a Kickstarter near you.
Join us as we explore the Earth in 2050.
No, thanks. I'm good.
Yeah. All right. Well, another one that's being talked about on the internet by nothing but themselves, Interstellar Marines. I have high hopes.
But they even barely talk about it.
I know. I have high hopes for them, but they're just those hopes are falling as time goes on and things don't seem to really change. Here's some stuff where they're showing off what they're calling the prologue.
Is that a shark?
Interstellar Marines. Yeah,
it's like sharks with legs. It's weird.
I think the problem is that they're taking too long with development and showing us all of that, which is just...
Yeah, they'd have been better off just taking that length of the thing, but not showing every inch of it.
Right. I'm sorry about your connection.
He's gonna come back raging.
So yes, the idea was that they have 4 stages that they mentioned on their website. Those stages, which maybe they have more stages, I don't know. Concept, which is whether or not they can do it in the engine, which, you know, you can head over to the website and freely play that concept. There's different versions of concepts that are there, which is pretty good. Stage 2 is shooting. Could they get the make it feel like a weapon that is fun to play with inside the game. The weapon, the way it looks, the way it shoots, I don't have a problem with it. I think the sounds in the game are good. I don't think the sound they chose for the weapon is very good. But then they go into movement, whether or not you can move around and in a combat training room where there's robots running at you in different environments. And now they're on to multiplayer, which is what they're focusing on right now. I don't think that there is a demo out there of it, but if you do like pre-order the game, because they're looking for money, they're not doing a Kickstarter, this is their own version of Kickstarter. If you pre-order the game, they will give you access to the alphas as they're going along. Or so says the website. Which
is also really strange. It's like, well, why would you not get in Kickstarter?
It was too late. Kickstarter happened later.
Maybe
they start up a Kickstarter after people already started donating and pre-ordering? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. So this is them playing multiplayer. That's what this video is, which is actually a video that we've seen before, or we've seen something very, very similar to it.
It looks like it could be good for just saying, I understand that in Unity, there's things like multiplayer and whatever you have to build pretty much from nothing.
Yep.
So, it's taking time, but it's just like, it's possibly taking a little bit too long.
Yeah, it's taking the kind of time that you would be like, okay, let's build the net code for the multiplayer. Okay, we did it. Now let's do it again and make it better. Okay,
Yeah.
now throw that away, and we can do a little bit better.
Which is what I suspect they are doing, but it's just, yeah.
All right. What else? That is something we've already talked about. All right, Medal of Honor, Warfighter has a multiplayer video that's out there. Yeah, I get excited when I see this stuff about Medal of Honor, and then I play it, and then I no longer am excited about it.
I was pretty disappointed with the last Medal of Honor. It was like Battlefield 2.5 light or something. I don't know. It was.
I enjoyed the single player of it. The single player was good, but it was really short, like really short.
Yeah.
Like shorter than Breezy.
Yeah.
So here they're talking about characters and how they move within the game, and they're showing us video of what the multiplayer is going to play like, which looks like fun. But I'm also watching this, and it looks like they sped it up on purpose. So if you want, take some time to take a look at what they did with the video. Parts of it they sped up, parts of it they slowed down to give it more of a dramatic effect, which it might not actually have.
Wonder if it's just going to play like Bad Company 2.
It looks like it.
And then they had another video where it started out with them talking about how they're blowing circuit breakers and to play a LAN game. Did you guys watch the beginning of that video by any chance? Which is not a video that you'd probably watch. You'd probably skip right through it. Did you? Okay,
No.
I'm going to play a little bit of it and tell you what's going on. Oh, that's not it. I think this is it. Alright, I'm going to skip up. This is them. A whole bunch of them in some room, office or something. And they're wondering why it's not working. And then this one guy walks in and says, "Are you guys dumb? Watch this." And he follows the plugs. They're all end up in the same socket because they each one plugged into another extension surge protector that all lead to the same plug. And then they talk about, well, we could solve that by just putting tape on the circuit breaker so it can't blow anymore.
That doesn't work.
No, it doesn't.
There's a bunch of geek think for you. Yeah, we're going to try and start a house fire here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just put pennies in there so that...
No, you just put a welding rod tip in there, and it can never explode.
See, Welshy knows. He's done that.
No, I haven't, but I've seen it.
I've seen a roll of pennies. I've seen
it in a plug for a PC power supply cord.
Oh, nice.
Instead of a fuse.
In an industrial setting, I saw someone had stuck a bolt in, replacing a fuse.
I've seen a nail as well. Just a nail jammed in there, cut like the sharp bit off.
Nice.
Terrifying.
All right. Well, if you watch the beginning of this video, this also hints to something else that started up some conversations online, of course. And there you go. I can pause it right there. Medal of Honor. Oh, that's not where I want to pause it. Let's play it a little longer. Pre-order Medal of Honor now and get access to Battlefield 4 beta.
To the exclusive Battlefield 4 beta.
This really annoyed me. So, really? Battlefield 4? Really?
It's a little early, right?
Yeah.
Well, those of you who did see this, you don't have to buy Medal of Honor if you can't wait for this new game to come out and you want to be on the thing. You don't have to actually buy it. You can go ahead and get it some other way. There's a lot of questions out there. The beta will be in the fall of next year. The beta will be in the fall of next year. That obviously indicates that the game probably won't even be released next year. Okay, just pointing that out. And they've decided
we'll be able to probably get a little bit of a glimpse at that Battlefield 4 at PAX next year.
Next year, yeah. Yep.
I think Battlefield 4 will be coming out for a Christmas release. I think it'll be a short beta.
Could be. Okay.
There you go. And they're trying to bribe you by giving something that, and that's what they did with the last Medal of Honor too.
Yep.
It was not. It set the bar low and failed to meet that. It was disappointing, to say the least.
Well,
but it was at least it was a step up from what was that other one that where Medal of Honor just air hole assault or whatever it was.
Airborne.
Oh God, that was horrible.
Yeah.
I think even EA was like, "Oh, no, let's just pretend that never happened." That was the vista of games for them.
We'll just not talk about that again. That was just awful.
Yeah, but then you know what? I'm going to comment here, Reppin. The Battlefield series was good. Battlefield 3. I won't play it because Origin is a fucking big turd that EA shit into my computer, and it just sucks the life out of everything. It's absolutely stupid. I hope they fix that with Battlefield 4. Get rid of Origin. Get rid of this BattleNet that you have to launch Origin to launch BattleNet to launch your browser to launch a game. Like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Put the in-game browser back in.
Yeah. I have to have a Firefox window open.
At the same time, you can sit there and complain about it, but EA is such a big company that it's going to be difficult for them to abandon right away, and then you're going to lose out on gaming.
That's fine. They're going to lose out on my money.
Yeah, they're going to lose out on some, but there's a lot of people. You know, Reppin also makes an interesting point there about not that it's bad, but that you see a new MOH, COD, and etc. every year, and yeah, you know what? There are some developers out there crying about it, and too bad. That just happens to be what people are putting money on.
The thing is, is every year they do that, they damage the industry.
Yeah.
Because it just promotes a culture of, let's just do the same thing and change the textures. And then it feeds into the kind of new generation of game developers, which all they know how to do is make something that somebody else has already made. It's why Kickstarter is doing so well, because all these people are like, oh yeah, and it's quite a lot of the games and comic books and movies and things on there that wouldn't have even seen like the light of day if it hadn't been for that.
Well, I understand.
They did. What was it that Jinx was involved with EA there? Origin before it was Origin.
Link? EA Link?
EA Link or EA Store?
They still owe me £20.
It was all it's the same shit. They just changed the name. They changed the package on the outside of the turd. The turd is still the same.
Yeah. And technically Steam started the same way. However, that was in the 90s.
But Steam, I don't think Steam...
they fixed it.
Yeah, Steam fixed it. I don't know. EA, let's reinvent the wheel.
But in a square shape.
We wouldn't want that rolling away.
Yeah.
Well. Okay, so yeah, that's not required. And then Battlefield 3 is going on talking about how they have this armored kill being released. And this is going to be giving you some exclusive in-game content.
For $60.
In September. I don't know what kind of price they're putting on this. I guess, do you even get it for free if you're doing a subscription?
Probably not.
I think you do if you have Elite. Whatever it was.
Yeah. EA Elite is probably what they should have called it, but yeah. And so it'll be
so we've run out of ideas, so we're going back to tank battle.
Going back, they didn't start that way. They started with Vietnam. No vehicle. Wait, I don't know if they had vehicles in that or not. But it was jungle. I mean, that was not at all like this. I don't think they ever had buildings until sort of buildings
Another
in
guy.
Battlefield 2. But
Another guy with a sniper rifle in his airplane.
that seems kind of boring, being the one that had to fly the bomber. Or the transport. Whatever that was.
I'm starting to lose faith in the game. Well, I have lost faith in the gaming industry. The AAA titles are just AAA shit.
Yeah, it's interesting. I've kind of, with the exception of like World at War Zombies, I've kind of taken a break from first-person shooters, and I'm really not missing it.
I think there's a few elements in this that they should have done earlier. I think it's probably a good idea for them to go for the idea that this level is made so that people can get into planes and do a whole plane-type mission. I understand that. But then, you know, because it makes it a little more versatile.
It's the problem with those maps, though. They look obviously huge because they're vehicle maps or whatever. So everybody jumps in the tanks and the planes and the trucks and the whatever and drive off, and then you're left by yourself running for like 40 miles.
Yep.
So you're gonna get what you're gonna get is either people just running and dying, or you're gonna get like 30 people sitting in the spawn waiting for vehicles to respawn. Fun.
Unless they somehow figure out that there's an endless spawn of planes.
Well, yeah, exactly. So there's like planes everywhere.
So there's going to be, so you're just going to be chugging away with lag as everybody's trying to
as everyone flies into
render
each other.
every aircraft in the air.
Yep, and then you have that one person who's putting C4 on your teammates' planes and blowing them up as they fly away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. All right. Battlefield 3, going on to Ghost Recon Future Soldier, another one that we're not really excited about. Damn it. What the hell is going on?
Did you do all your planning here while you were imbibed?
No, why?
Well, because
Planning?
things seem to be out of order. The whole system's out of order.
I'm just going through... No, this is actually in order. How's this
No,
out
but
of order?
That was in order.
No, that
How is that
your
not in order?
movies, your pictures. You always have to keep searching for them.
Oh no, I'm searching for the topic in the topic list, which is really just the next one down. The only problem is they have a very, very light shade of gray as the one you're looking at versus the white one that you are looking at, and I can't see the difference unless I look directly at it.
I see.
It's a dumbass system, Evernote. Okay. Not to mention that they don't actually have any kind of sorting other than by title, so I have to rename every single title with something. Alright, never mind. So, Ghost Recon, so...
This is how excited we are about talking about this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, watch this video while we talk about something else.
Well, this is a DLC now they're talking about here, and it's available now for the Xbox 360 and the PS3. 3 new multiplayer maps in the stockade game type, and I have no idea if this is available for PC.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be. I think it's like another 2 or 3 weeks.
Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna move on.
Missile in a playground.
Okay, so Splinter Cell is going into a little more detail as far as how their game plans to play out, and they're talking about how you're going to have to actually make choices between right and wrong.
Oh.
Yep, and...
I don't want to play a game where I have to have ethics. Fuck.
Well, I
They
did,
either want to
but
shoot you or stab you, or you're an innocent bystander.
not to the point of like where it's like either shoot this guy or don't.
Don't give me consequences and shit.
But you're going to sit there and choose right and wrong and have no idea if it matters at all to the ending of the game. Because this is Ubisoft. I don't know how many different endings they're going to make for us.
2.
Well, at least they're going to make an ending. Rage didn't.
Reppin broke his disc because he couldn't stand the idea of right and wrong anymore.
Well, Fable was pretty... I mean, it was fun. It got us through a 3-week period where there was no games to play. But yeah, it was a little bit too... But I mean, it was I was going to say Disney, but it was a Nintendo game, wasn't it? It was. You have to have morals if you're going to play Nintendo games. That's Zelda. Whatever. Fuck it. Carry on.
Oh, yeah, Splinter Cell. So that thing's going to be popping out the market hole in spring of next year. I used to like Splinter Cell. I used to really like it. First one, great. Second one, okay. Then they lost me. I don't know. Sam Fisher became really old. By now he's got a walker.
Well, no, by now they've like de-aged him somehow.
Yes. That's what I thought when I watched some video of something not long ago.
It's like the game before this. The game before this, the whole point of it was that he was like retired.
Yeah, that's right. The one before that, he had a daughter that got kidnapped, right?
Yeah.
What's going on, guys? I'm Zach Cooper, your Splinter Cell community developer. So if you can we're out of time for now.
Okay, so never mind. Just him talking for 20 minutes. Enjoy that, everyone. You can watch that on your own. Yeah. Okay. Talk about this other one here. This one's called War Z. Z stands for zombie. The infestation begins this fall. Okay, so this is supposed to be some sort of zombie survival MMO. Another one. I don't know what kind of point of view this is going to be, because we have plenty of MMO-style zombies.
Both.
From the top down.
It's going to be third and first.
Third and first.
So it's going to be sort of a little more immersive instead of this top-down kind of thing where you're
Yep.
out. You have to scavenge for.
It's going to be where you're going to get to choose between whether you want to be in first person or you want to play in third, like Fallout or Armor.
To be a zombie?
No.
Can I have a? Can I spawn my own like a zombie as a pet? Yeah,
but it is going to be on the Arma engine, is it not?
On the Arma 2 engine.
Is it?
Yeah.
I
don't think this is that mod. I don't think this is that mod that we were watching. That
well, it was
zombies, which was a horrible mod.
I think it's the same team that did DayZ, which.
No, it's not. This is based on a book.
You sure?
Yeah. This because they're doing a movie as well with Brad Pitt.
Oh God.
Yeah, I don't know how I don't know how tied together it is with this game, but this is based on a book that was like the sequel to what the hell was it? Zombie Survival Guide.
I don't know what's going to happen with this, and this. Okay,
there's some. If you read the article, there's some interesting things in there. Like they're saying how it's going to be less than like $60, and they're not going to make you pay for subscription or anything like that.
Good. The old Guild Wars attitude. I like that. Alright. I want to see some video or more pictures other than just this thing mocked up here. See what's going on.
Well, I think the reason they kind of announced it was because of the DayZ mod, where everyone's like, oh, this is amazing. And they were like, well, we've kind of been working on this for quite some time. Which, speaking of that mod, no, I haven't played it, and...
We watched the video of it, and it was... I guess, you know what, I can't say it's horrible, which is what I kind of said before, because it is Arma, and just like Arma, there's a lot of walking around with nothing to do but getting to your point.
Yeah, here's my problem with it, is the fact that the great thing that... This is like ridiculously elitist, but the thing that I used to like about Arma is you could jump into a multiplayer server and everybody in there would be like serious about playing. to the point if you're not, there's nobody like running around just standing there or spawn killing or.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah, you get the odd one, but generally speaking, like everybody knows how to play, and that's what made it good. But then with this, you've got like hundreds of people. It just kind of annoys me because it's interesting because mod is actually kind of hurting the core of the core gameplay that a lot of people like because it's it's the simulator, it's armor, it's all of that, which is what I like it for. And then it's kind of like, this mod has brought a load of new people in, which is great, but at the same time, it's brought a load of people into a game that you kind of can't just jump in.
Okay. All right. Well, that's our list of topics, and we've got a month left before we are on the road. There may or may not be a skipped episode that week, or we may actually record it live and then send it to you. But I think that might be a little,
taxing on the internet there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to have the internet capability to actually upload an entire video, but we do plan on doing a whole show together, live together, and recording that thing and providing it to you.
Mods on air, on ice.
Mods on air, on ice, shaken, not stirred.
And anybody who else is heading over to Seattle for that show, let me know.
Yes, and anybody that wants to head over to that show and might be missing,
possible
might be missing out because they don't have passes. I believe between the three of us here, we've got an extra 4 passes.
I think so.
So.
Yep. Okay. Anything else to bring up? I think that's it. Games that we're playing right now, believe it or not, World of War.
World of War. Still fun.
Yep. Anybody? Yeah, I don't know what other games would be worth jumping around at.
I like what as well as Welshy have picked up a game that's not a first-person shooter just to play some games that are in my library that I haven't gone through yet, and I've been playing Assassin's Creed.
Okay. Did you buy anything on the summer Steam sale? Because that's still going on.
I did yesterday. Actually, I bought 2. I bought the Rockstar pack, and I bought Crysis pack. And I already owned the Crysis game, the Crysis 2 game, but it's on Origin. And the Crysis pack was on Steam, so it's like, fuck you, Origin. You can keep my money. I ain't having to log into that shit again.
I think it was like $11 for Crysis 2 or something, right? Or was it?
Yeah, the whole Crysis pack was $17. So
yeah, I got LA Noire for like $5 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the DLCs that it had as well.
I didn't care.
I think I picked up Alan Wake for like $10 as well.
Ooh, I don't know about that one. I thought it was going to be an interesting game at first, and then it started to look more Nancy Drew-ish.
It's not.
Okay.
I honestly think that I've got a lot of games that I should play before I start buying more, and there's nothing there that was really catching my eye.
Well, there was, but I already own it.
I almost purchased what the fuck is it called? The one that you invested like 100 hours into, Welshy, just recently.
Welshy.
Oh, dog's balls. What the hell's it called? The one with the horns on the hat foil.
Skyrim. It is Skyrim?
Skyrim.
See,
I almost bought that, but
too. Yeah.
I thought you weren't going to buy that because we'd never see you
again. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I've still got 2 other RPG games that I've purchased that I need to play through. I don't need to go buy another one quite yet. It'll be on sale by the time I've got time to go play it. It'll be on sale again. Batman Arkham City's on sale right now.
Yes, it's better than Oblivion because it's a lot more modern. If you play Skyrim and then try and go back to play Oblivion, you'll like Skyrim better.
Rage is on sale for $10.
I don't know.
Gary's Mod's on sale for $2.50.
That's fun for like a couple of hours.
Yeah, that's it.
Dead Island's on sale for $10, and Trine
Also
2 is
fun for a couple of hours.
yeah. They've got these flash sales running right now, so that's offer ends in like 6 minutes. So
okay.
But, yeah. Almost bought the entire Star Wars pack. Decided against it.
I already own all those, I think.
Battlefront and all that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like Battlefront and Knights of the Republic and Jedi Academy and something else.
I think there's like
The one the one that's actually really worth playing is probably the Jedi Academy one.
I played Force Unleashed 2. I bought that, and it was like,
I think I bought that last Steam sales and wished I hadn't.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody got anything else they want to throw in? End of a show?
Nope.
No? Okay, good. Then I'll wrap things up and say thank you to our hosts for taking the time out to chat today. Thank you very much, Welshy, for joining us.
No problem.
And he also posted show notes along, so I thank you for that.
I did.
Yes, Stryder, thank you very much for joining us today.
It's always an adventure.
Ham, I know you're out there. I'm sorry that you couldn't stick around. It's time to call the cable company and really.
Oh, he's probably on the phone right now, raging.
I know you would be, or I would be.
Oh.
I don't know if he is that person. Not yet. Or this might be the one that pushed him over.
He seems like a pretty laid back guy, but
yeah. Exactly. All right, so so finally, I want to thank you, the fans of MODSonair.com, and the subscribing members of MODSonline.com for making the show possible. Go out there, play some games, buy some if you don't have any, and have some fun. Enjoy it. Take care, everyone.
Thanks for watching this week, and come back next Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern when we will broadcast another live show. Details for this and all past episodes can be found at MODSonair.com. We welcome your feedback via email at mailbag@MODSonair.com. And please consider subscribing to MODSonline.com to support our show. The opinions expressed by individuals on this program are not necessarily the opinions of our sponsors, owners, or partners.
It's not like he's Christian Bale or anything.
Topical. I like it.
Like a cream. Topical.
Yes. That's a shame that's what it makes you think of.